Hey you, welcome back to the channel. And guys, today we want to talk about a little controversial subject on Steemit. That's self-voting, uh, you know, the upcoming Hard Fork 20 possibly. And just some of my thoughts on it and some solutions to some of the issues that's been raised on Steemit. So let's talk about the infamous self-voting on Steemit. you know what I think about it, and what is it a good thing? Is it something that's good for Steemit or helpful overall? And a lot of people have issues with self-voting, but I think I'm going to take the side where I I don't think self-voting in itself is particularly a problem. I can see many benefits to self-voting. Like I can see people coming in, investing X amount of dollars in Steem Power, and then they're able to self-vote, and they're able to get the perk of collecting the Steem dollars on their own votes. Doesn't sound like the most noble thing. But let's look at it from some different perspectives. Uh, I would look at self-voting as just another incentive to invest in Steem Power. And Steem Power is very important to this network. It's allowing the site is to basically have the funds to distribute some monies, across the network. So you're gonna need money coming in to be able to do that. The money has to come from somewhere. I would like to see Steemit have some type of marketplace or some type of monetized feature like advertising where you can pay for it in Bitcoins and different things like that, and then it being, uh, you know, uh, your ads being shown across the Steemit network. But perhaps because it's in beta, it's still growing. Maybe that may be some type of future endeavor, and in the interim, there's a need to produce funds to have this model running. So let's not knock self-voting yet. Let's just try to understand the complete picture of how Steemit is funding the operation, where the money's coming from, how it's even possible for some people to come in here and get a few bucks or a lot of bucks and go home, and the incentive to be able to uh, come in, invest a certain amount of money and self-vote and basically get a daily income from it is very appealing, and it's great incentive for investors in Steemit, under the model how it exists today. So I don't want to knock that. I don't want to knock self-voting because I understand how investing works and why people invest for the most part. And I can talk all day about labor and output and where money comes from and how it's generated and what money means to you. But I'm going to just give a short, simplified way to look at these issues, and a solution as well, a very simplified solution. So in the comment section of guys that watch this video on Steemit and on YouTube, please feel free to comment. We can have a longer conversation about it, more intricate. But to keep this video from running to 30 minutes to an hour, I'm just gonna speak about some quick solutions to that and what can be done so that everybody wins, because I think it's a way everybody can win in this. And I think Steemit is a great platform to build upon how everybody can win. So let's first just give some simple, quick solutions. First off, for people who want to self-vote, I would advise this or I would propose this, and that is for every time you cast a vote in your favor or you self-vote, it should be in an equal portion to voting for someone else, right? So in a sense, have it set up like you earn a self-vote every time you vote for someone else. But in addition to that, I would propose that whomever you vote for, it's not the same person within the same week or the same month. So I'm gonna go over some reasons why this is important to the entire health of the entire network and how everybody can win by doing it this way. So the first part of voting in equal portions or earning yourself votes by voting for other people, what that does is that's going to allow for a healthy economy, money to be distributed across the network without people, investors in Steem Power, big investors, dolphins, whales, losing the incentive to want to buy Steem and hold their money locked up for such a long period of time. So a lot of people say, well, we feel they're already over incentivized and they're already, making good money how the network's set up. But, at the end of the day, people are still taking risks and something they don't know that will be completely successful like they want. Money's locked up for a pretty long duration. So you have to kind of balance that out with incentives. It's like investing in anything. You're not going to invest in something, that you don't feel you're going to be reciprocated back your investment, to a degree that you feel is a worthwhile endeavor. But to that, I also want to say this. Steemit may be a lot of things to many people. Now, I'm on the side of where I would like to see Steemit revolutionize to be the model for social media. And in that vision, Steemit is bigger than just another cryptocurrency where you can make some decent money or some good money. Because if you're just in this for that, if you just want to have a situation where you can make good money every day, cash out and various things like that, well, we already have cryptocurrencies and opportunities like that have had that for several years now, with Bitcoins and many of the other coins available, doing the same thing where a large pool of people buy in, big people at the top, they sell off, make more money. Now, that's great, you make money, that's wonderful, but that's not revolution. And so we have to distinguish between revolution and I just want to have good earning potential. I want to make, good investment decisions back, and like I said, there's many ways to make a lot of money if that's your only, endeavor with the network. But if you really wanted to revolutionize the internet, if you have an ambitious vision of Steemit like some people do, like they had with Bitcoins, the anarchists, so to speak. if you're in that mindset for Steemit, and you're a dolphin or you're a whale, then I would say this is definitely something you would want to be on board with, and that is you would want to be making sure that the funds are distributed healthy across the network by voting for not the same people or creating a conclave of a voting system, but being able to spread across the network. And some people would say, well, if you're just doing that and you're voting for this person or that person, then the quality of the content's going to go down. And I keep voting for this same person every day because they put out great quality content, which very well could be true and is true in many cases. As I look at people who appear in the trending and hot section every day, sometimes they post same person 3, 4, 5 times in a day. One thing is constant with them, and that's they're putting out good quality content. But to that, I want to say this, that as I've looked around the Steemit network, there's a lot of good quality content as well that's not getting noticed. And that's why, I would like to propose not being able to vote for the same people in the same week or the same month, multiple times, because I don't feel necessarily that Steemit suffers from lack of good content. In fact, if you really looked around and you took the time, you would probably find that there are a lot of good posts that aren't getting upvoted like they should, simply because people aren't aware of them. Another thing you have to keep in mind is that blogging and vlogging and things like that, people have perfected that over the course of the internet. So you got a lot of people who are good at blogging and vlogging. So basically what I'm saying is I don't think there is a lack of good content in Steemit. I don't think that's what the problem is. I think that if not careful, one can get caught in what I deem called conclave voting, and you just kind of get stuck in the habit. I'm not saying it's done on purpose. It could be done at the subconscious level where, I just see this familiar person, I know they're putting out a good post, so I'm just going to vote for them. And if they're putting out 4 or 5 posts a day, I'm going to vote for them on each time. But that's not going to create a healthy economy overall. And that's why, in a very simple way, I would propose limiting the amount of votes on the same person, but also only being allowed to upvote in proportion to the votes you cast, right? And guys, I'm going to kind of leave it at that, because some of the statements I've heard over this subject has been, basically that if when Hard Fork 20 comes around, if it means the end of self-voting, a lot of people want to power down, they want to pour their money out. Kind of reminds me of what happens when taxes are raised on the wealthy, and they want to pour their money out of the U.S. economy, and and like I said, I can go on and on about things like that in economics and what creates a healthy economy and the difference between a healthy economy and a dual economy. But I'm going to leave a lot of that for the comment section. The only thing I want to do in this video was provide a very easy solution to help Steemit's economy go forward, which I think could be done quite easily. I think everybody can win. Everybody can come out of this very satisfied, and we can come out with a healthy economy and more money in Steemit, and a Steemit maybe even doubling or quadrupling its growth rate. But anyway, guys, we're going to say the rest of that for the comment section. Don't forget to follow me, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care.